My guest tonight is a supermodel, an entrepreneur, and the creator and executive producer and host of America's Next Top Model. She's also written a new book with her mother called Perfect is Boring, 10 Things My Crazy Fierce Mama Taught Me About Beauty, Booty, and Being a Boss. Please welcome Tyra Banks.
So good to be here in person.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This is so much fun. I like seeing you in person.
That
sounded weird.
I like seeing you in person too.
No, I was just saying, like you said, being here in person, and then it's like I'm gonna act like I'm not awkward at all. It's gonna be like super professional.
But it's so nice to see your dimples in person.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I see them on TV, and you guys all do it on the TV, don't you? Don't you touch the TV and go? Oh, no. I can do it in person.
All right, I'm going back to Africa, people. Goodbye. Thank you very much. We're done. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's so fun to have you here, and congratulations on the book. You are doing so many things. You're making TV. You're working on like projects and film and everywhere else. You also had time to write the book. Perfect is Boring.
Yes.
Why did you want to write this book?
I wrote this book because Trevor, my mom and I have quite a unique relationship. It is raw, real, unfiltered. My mama tells me anything, everything. And people come up to us and they're like, I want a relationship like you have with your mom.
Right.
And it could be a dad and a son, a mom and a son, and mama and a daddy and a daughter. You know, all of those. And you know, my mom and I were like, let's write a book about that.
Right.
And really, it starts with making your child blush. Making them blush.
In what
having
way?
The uncomfortable conversations.
Oh, wow.
Did your mama have the uncomfortable conversations?
Oh, yeah, no, my mom, I blushed my whole life.
Right?
Was just blushing.
And it's not just the birds and the bees. My mom actually put me on a train from Los Angeles to San Diego, California, and said, you did the birds and the bees talk. We did that already.
Right.
But now I'm gonna give you how it feels, how a man will touch you, and how you will feel, and what it'll feel like, and the 8 words he will whisper in your ear.
The 8 words he will whisper, which were?
The 8 words to watch out for. You gotta get the book, honey. And I wonder if you have whispered them. I'm sure you have.
I know what the words are, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone because I've read the book.
You did the homework. Have you said the words?
I've read. I think every single guy in the world has said these words. Your mother teaches you so many things, but I wanted to know, like you say here, Tyra and her mama, 10 things my crazy fierce mama taught me about beauty, booty, and being a boss.
Yes.
How did you write that your mama was crazy and not get an ass whipping? How? Like, does she like that? Does she go, she's crazy?
She knows that she's like certifiably insane in a fierce way.
Right.
Yes. My mother is the mom that like my cousins come over, my nieces and nephews, and she plays the body accordion.
The what?
The body accordion.
Which is the?
Like, you know, she has her bra on and she has her little skirt on and she'll go, like with her rolls. And they're like, Nana, Auntie Carolyn, play the body accordion. She's like, you ready? Yeah, so that's my mom. She's fun, but she's raw, she's real, and
she helped you. I guess like that story is interesting, and it ties into the idea in the book, which I didn't know, and that is she helped you get over your body as a person, which I never thought of. I never thought that Tyra Banks had to get over her body in any way, shape, or form.
Oh yeah, I have been on both sides. I have been on being very, very skinny, 98 pounds and 5'9", if you can imagine that.
Wow.
And there was nothing that I could do to gain weight. I was very sad, very depressed. I would stuff my face. Nothing happened. But my mother helped me through that dark time.
Right.
And then, cut to years later, I'm a supermodel, and they're saying my booty is too big for the runway. Yes, they did. My Italian...
There was a time when booties were too big?
Yes. And they still are too big for the runway. They're not too big for the Instagram way.
I see.
They are too big for the runway.
And so that happens, and you feel like your world has ended, and it's a really beautiful story in the book where you talk about your mom, like you go, this is it, my life is over, and your mom steps in and she says, we're gonna put that booty to work.
Yes, she said, you know what we're gonna do right now? Through my tears, she says, we're going to eat pizza. And over pizza in Milano, Italy, on like a butcher paper of white paper, pizza in one hand, she put a pen in the other and said, you write down every client in this modeling industry that likes ass. She said, because my baby's ass is getting bigger and I'll be damned if she starves for this industry. So through tears, I'm like, Victoria's Secret. And she's like, write it down.
Oh, man.
Sports Illustrated, write it down. And then she's like, who has an ass? I'm like, Cindy Crawford. And she's like, write it down. And she said, those are the models who you're going to emulate, and those are your future clients. Now you take that and you go give it to your agency. And then here I am today.
That is amazing.
And did Victoria's Secret contract with
That is absolutely
first black woman on
amazing.
the cover of that. So it worked.
What I appreciate in the book is you say perfect is boring, but you're not afraid to talk about the different ways that women can appreciate and accept themselves. You know,
Yeah.
we live in a world where it seems like you swing from one extreme to the other. So some people go, accept yourself the way you are, don't change anything. And then other people are like, oh no, if you change something, then you don't love yourself, etc. But you're in the book going like, hey, just love yourself and do what you need to do.
I say fix it or flaunt it.
Right.
I mean, there are hair weaves, there are wigs, there are people with natural hair that are actually making bigger afros with fake hair.
Right.
There's eyebrow plucking and eyebrow microbating and fake lips and fake boobs.
Right.
And mine are real, by the way. But like all that kind of stuff. And I talk about getting my nose done when I was very young. I broke my nose when I was 3 years old. It started growing crooked. It was itching. This makeup artist, she talked like you kind of, but a little different, like this. And she said, Tyra, your nose is growing crooked. It's growing sideways. And I feel shards of, like, that's not really South African, really.
No, that's British.
But yeah,
it's
but
like,
she was British.
Yeah, it's colonial
British.
enough. I'm with you.
She was British.
Yeah.
And she told me that my nose was kind of growing sideways and used to itch all the time.
Right,
and I went to this one doctor, and this doctor tried to make me have this nose that was like super like Caucasoid and not like my African American features. A year later, I went to a different one, and he said, yeah, your nose is broken. I can stop the itching and make it as African American as possible, and probably what it should have been had you never broke it. You know, but I want to tell girls that, like, this nose, maybe it was the one that I would have had, maybe not. I don't know. But the thing is to fix it or flaunt it. It's all fine. Let's stop like saying, you too natural, you too done. Child, I'm done. This took 2.5 hours, and it's so natural, isn't it?
One of the joys of America's Next Top Model is you've broken in many ways the mold of what people believe a model should be. We've seen people evolve. We've seen the evolution of the idea of a model. When you are looking at models, when you are looking at the modeling industry as a whole, what is your end goal? What do you dream of seeing change in the modeling industry?
I want diversity to be boring. I want it to just, you had Ashley Graham here, I saw her on your show.
Right.
I don't want it to be like, oh, curvy, plus size model, Ashley Graham. I want it to be Ashley Graham. She just so happens to be thicker than a Snicker. This one over here is skinny, and she is just mini-me, and it just all is beautiful and all is boring. I want diversity to be boring.
Diversity to be boring.
Yes.
That's exciting. Perfect is boring. The book is definitely not. You and your mom are amazing. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Perfect is boring. It's available now. The season finale of America's Next Top Model airs April 10th at 8 p.m. on VH1. Tyra Banks, everybody.